Oh. Are we live? I hope so. Apologies for my kinky attire. So, the little impromptu maintenance live stream I thought I would do is take care of my DT Swiss 180 EXP free hub that I've been mentioning in a couple of videos. They're really loud, so I will see if I can clean that up and make it a bit quieter. I think I ride with a mate who rides with Chris King, and we all know, and some people love that sound. They can be pretty loud, but my hub is way louder than the Chris King one. So I want to sort that, and at the same time kind of see if I can help someone trying to do some basic maintenance. And since the new EXP free hub is so simple to take care of, it should be a pretty quick video. So I will start with that for people who watch this after the fact. And after I get done with the free hub, I will hop onto the chat and do maybe a little chit chat before it's time for bed. It's already past midnight here in Japan. So let's see. I'm just gonna start with the stuff I need. Like I said, I don't need any tools at all. You can do this without any tools, but we need something to clean with. Normally I would use something like this, spray degreaser. Now I don't want to spray anything here because I have computers and stuff, so I just prepared some degreaser in a kind of bowl, and I have some alcohol just in case. Hopefully I won't spill this all over the place. Have something to wipe with. I have a couple of small brushes and the DT Swiss special grease, which you should use with their free hubs. So you do like this. Actually, I don't know if this actually will come through the mic that good. So that is pretty loud for my taste, and when you spin, especially on downhill, it's almost ear deafening. So okay, I'm definitely gonna knock over my liquids there, I feel like. Let's see if I can get this shot. Whoa, almost went there. Should be pretty. So, like I said, no tools. Even if you have the cassette on, just lift that thing off. Straight off. Come on. Almost there. There we go. And there, you can see in the DT Swiss 240 hubs, this basically, let's see if I can focus here. Maybe you have a spacer that's the same as in the 240, and you have a spring, which is not even, I don't think even it's cone, what do you call it, have a like a cone shape, so it doesn't really matter which way you put it. And then you have one loose ratchet like this, and this is not too bad. I have about 1300k I think on this hub still, and that's all there is in terms of loose parts. So that's pretty handy. Let's see then. So which one should we use? I'm just gonna clean. can take a glance at the chat while I'm doing this. Nothing better than a loud hub. I will disagree. I've seen a lot of comments on the video. Which video was that? About the loud hubs, that people like having it to warn pedestrians and people coming along, and I can see that for sure. But still, when I'm alone in the mountains, I really prefer to not have a buzzing sound behind me, especially on the downhills. That should be good. Actually, I'll just put it in the alcohol since I had already prepared that. This spring is, and little spacer. That's good enough. So I don't really want to. Let's see, can we focus on this? Nope. This. So you have a, oh, there's something loose. So you have a kind of a, can I remove this? Not with this. Oh no, I really want to remove that. Hold on. Ooh, yes. Okay, so I need to remember that goes in there. Clean. I was busy preparing this. I didn't catch the last stage of the virtual tour. So if anyone has the result, feel free to pop them in the chat. That's good enough. So since this is like alcohol, I'm hoping that will evaporate really quickly. Let's see what should. So I don't really want to put too much degreaser in here. So I'll just try to carefully wipe away the worst. We had some, what do you call it? Damn it, what do you call it? Those air cleaner thingies would be better, maybe. Ah, it's good enough. Okay, so let's move this way so I don't. And let's take a look at the wheel part. Dirty at all. So this comes with like a very minuscule amount of grease from the factory, and that's what they recommend when you clean this. Don't like put too much grease in there. And I got a lot of questions, not the questions, but comments about that on my original DT Swiss maintenance video. Like many people think I put too much grease, which is, if you're going by the DT Swiss recommendations, it's definitely way too much grease. But like I said, I want it quiet, and as long as you don't put too much grease in there, there shouldn't be any problem. I haven't had any problems for the last, how long did I have those? 4 years, something like that. The risk you run when you put too much grease though is, if it builds up too much, the ratchet won't actually engage, which is not good at all. So it's kind of a balance. Oh, okay. That's enough for now. Should have prepared a little trash Scott shop towels, the best thing ever. Ooh, kind of dirty still. Dirty. Oh, yeah. We knew that would happen. But that's what these Scott towels are good for. Absorb everything. And what I'm hoping here is that since I dump them in alcohol, it should evaporate a bit quicker than if I just use the greaser. Hopefully. Bend this. Yeah, hope my hair is pretty loud as well. Prefer DT 330 internals, 18 tooth ratchet, doesn't bust. What are these actually? Or, I'm not gonna count them now, but I don't think this is not the super high ones. Not the perfect job at all, but will work for now. I'm just gonna let this air out a bit. Can see what the chat has to say then. Yeah, 18 ratchet, it's pretty quiet. I think this is this 18. Is it 32? Is it 32 or 34? I don't remember which steps it is. I know the 54 is the biggest one, right? I9, Industry 9, yeah. I don't think I actually heard them in real life. Fast engagement. That's good. If you want fast engagement, you definitely don't want the extra light wheels, that's for sure. Doesn't really bother me that much, but pubs, yes, pretty loud. That's what I hear. I think one of my riding mates has those on. Don't remember how they sounded. Yeah, this is exactly what is for me. When you go on those long days and you climb a lot and you have a really long descent, have that sound like yeah, it bugs me. It bugs me like, grr. Especially when you cruise along with your mates and you're talking and you freewheel and suddenly you can't hear anything. It's good in the city though. I can give you that much. Haven't felt mine are draggy. Yeah, I think that's one of the risks if you pack it too much grease. That can be a bit draggy, especially have a big cassette. If you go really fast and kind of stop, there's so much momentum in this big plate that it actually can cause a bit of slack on the upper part of the chain. Well, happy you like the videos? Engagement is much less of a big deal for road use. That makes sense. I can see that. When you're in the really small gears on a mountain bike going up some steep, crazy stuff, I can imagine the really tight engagement is preferable. Fire motion, I mean kind of that area. No, I'm not the motion designer, or I guess visual. I could, yeah, visual. I something along those lines. See, this is why live is not good for me. Oh, super chat. Apart from a loud hub, how has the far spot wheel been treating you? Are you happy with the current tire choice? So, I don't think I actually mentioned this yet. No. So if you see the video, I had the there we go. I had the Renault tires on, and now you see I have Gravel Kings on, and these are the Gravel King Slick 35. The Farboat wheels has been awesome, no complaints. Well, apart complaints, if you want to call it complaint, I don't know. But the hubs are loud. That's about the only complaint I have. The wheels themselves has been super solid. No issues with going out through anything like that, and no weird noises. But yeah, the tires. The Renault tires, they ride so nice, but I had so much trouble with the leaking sidewalls, and I don't know if it's because I had that on my switchback hills as well, but I felt like on these Bonjon passes I had they were a lot worse. They were like 2-3 weeks, no real issues, and then all hell broke loose. Just rode along and I could hear it, and I could see on the seam on the side wall like started to bubble. That's sealed, and kind of it didn't lose much air, but it just kept going down. And once I came home a few hours later, the air was gone, and putting some more sealant just to try it out, gave it one last shot, and after I think a week it just went down again. So I just gave up and got tried and true Gravel Kings for me, and yeah, they don't ride as nice as the Renaults. I can't say that, but it's not a night and day difference. So yeah, it's just convenience sake. I don't want to mess around with that anymore, but they don't look as nice, which is a bummer. Yeah, so in terms of weight though, the Gravel King 35 came out, I think in total 4 or 5 grams heavier than the Renault Extra Light in the same size. So I think that's a pretty good deal, and I can get a pair of these tires for one Renault tire. So yeah, that's what happened in the end. So thanks for the super chat, Chris Mick. Don't make me pronounce names, but super appreciate it. Why so much drama to use super light Renault? Yeah, for the weight. I'm a weight nerd, and that's the main reason. I wouldn't, if I would, yeah, I was gonna say one other thing. I have a feeling it actually has to do with the sealant as well, because this time I used the Panaracer Smart Seal or Seal Smart, and it kind of feels like that actually worked worse than the Stance race sealant. But I don't have any scientific evidence or anything like that. It's just my feeling that it might not be the best sealant for those extra light tires. Yeah, I don't know. You should probably ride like tubes in those extra light casing. The thing is, with the non-extra light, then you're like 50 grams heavier, and then I rather ride the Panaracers. Oh, it's too loud. Sorry about that. I forgot to check that. Let's see. Can I lower that a bit? I hope that didn't take over the whole stream. Good thing I caught that. Sorry about that. Speaking of Gravel Kings, by the way. Well, I'm gonna make a video, but anyway, since you're in the stream, I can show you. 650B wheels now has, maybe you can recognize the pattern. Gravel King SS. I just seeded them on with my floor pump. I haven't put sealant in, so there's no air right now, but super simple to mount and everything. So this is the plan for an upcoming video, hopefully. Now it's been raining for like 2 months and I haven't been able to ride a lot, but I have something big planned for this, hopefully. At least we'll see. So, but Gravel Kings, I don't expect anything other than I'm used to. Right. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can put this together. If I remember anything. So this was in here, right? Hopefully. And that's all that's in the cassette side. Ooh. This was the one I didn't use, right? So, like I said, this, when you put more grease than you're supposed to, it's on your own on your own risk, so to speak. So I'm just gonna paint some grease everywhere I can. This new EXP system is pretty damn sweet, I gotta say though. So you have one ratchet built into the hub shell, which apparently made them be able to like increase the distance between the bearings for increased stiffness and all that crap. I don't feel any difference that way, but I guess I can't complain. If stuff gets easier to deal with in terms of us mere mortal home mechanics, I'm happy. So dab a little grease. Let's see, which one should you add first? Maybe put spacer on. Anyone remember how loud they were in the beginning there? So even if they will quiet down a bit, it will be a couple of rides and it will start to sound pretty loud pretty quick again, because yeah, you kind of squeeze the grease away from the ratchet. So if you want to keep them quiet, you kind of need to do this quite often. That's why if you pack them a bit too much grease, it gets harder for them to I'm imagining here, but I imagine it doesn't squeeze out to the side as much if you have a lot of grease in there. Probably that's my theory anyway. Do a little more, do a little more. And I can hear people asking me, too much grease. Was this the right order? So this is symmetrical, they call it that. Doesn't matter which way. And last little step. Sorry about the dirty cassette I was writing today, and I didn't have time to clean it. Put that in. Looks like it. Okay, that doesn't sound much quieter. Yeah. I don't think that changed a single bit. No, that's just as loud as it was before. That's a disappointment. No, that was the wrong one. Let's do it. I was gonna go nuts and put grease everywhere. I didn't put grease on this side, right? Don't really need. Normally, I think it's a bit dirty in here. Well, well. It's a big difference when I do this on the 240s, gotta say. So I was hoping this would work better than it did. Man, that's a lot of grease. I don't think this actually would do anything since it's the outside of the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Oh, hold on, sorry. I guess the sound doesn't change even if the camera angles change. But that was the ticket. That's more like it. So what did I do there? I put more grease on the parts that goes into the free hub. Still not super quiet, but it's definitely quieter than the first time around, right? But like I said, I think give it a few rides and it would probably go back up to pretty loud in the end. But yeah, then you have something to do again. Let's see if I can. Damn, those gloves are sweaty. Don't need to show that on camera. Yeah, so it's get kind of a, what do you call it, duller sound. So the ticket is to put more grease on the outer part of the ratchet, if that makes sense. Right. Let's see. Damn it. Is this wet? Maybe it is. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and see if I missed any. I love the Panriser Gravel King Plus. So I haven't ridden the Plus ones. I always go for the lightest because I'm weird. How much heavier are the Plus tires compared to the normal ones? Probably I got on a few messages from people that had gotten Gravel Kings after seeing my videos and like gotten a puncture on the first ride, which is a bummer. I know that feeling. That's the Continental GP4000s for me. I think I've sliced like 3 GP4000s that are almost brand new. That's why I've completely stopped using Continental, and that's just anecdotal personal experience. I think they're probably one of the best tires on the market. I just have so much bad luck with them. I don't want to go down that road again. Gravel Kings, on the other hand, I had one puncture on my 38 slick when I was almost down to the threads, and that's fine by me. And I unfortunately didn't change the sealant either, so there was almost no sealant left in there. But that's the only puncture that's the only puncture I had on the Gravel King, so I keep just going for them, and I'm going for the normal casing, not the Plus ones, because they've been holding up so good for me. And just now, because I said that, probably get a puncture like the next ride. Bought a pair of tuned wheels for my Ibis Hakka, but the rotor rubbed against the frame, not against the caliper. If it didn't work with shims, that's weird though. I'm sure they're right spacing or something. I almost on the what are they called? They are called extralights. My extralight wheels, they are pretty damn close to my rear caliper, but I still have, I think I still have something like a millimeter or something clearance. But I never heard that the rotor would rub against the frame. That sounds. I don't have a fix for that. If shims didn't work, I'm afraid I can't give you any other tips. Sorry. Good day. You like the wheels, considering picking up a pair. I mean, the value for the quality of wheel, especially, I think that the especially now when we're on disc brakes, the most important part of the wheel is the hub. So if you can put like a DT Swiss 240, like the standard, you're pretty safe. Whatever rim you put on there, well, not whatever, but it doesn't need to be unless you're going for something aero, of course. Then I guess you need all that science stuff. But if you're going for lightweight, like the far sports or light bicycle, it's hard to beat that with those prices. The only thing you miss, I guess, is the like lifetime warranty and stuff like that most of the bigger brands has now. I think MV, Bontrager, does Roval has the, do they have the lifetime warranty now? Or not warranty, the lifetime crash, no questions asked thingamajig. I guess insurance, you can call it. Let's see here. Hambini questions. Well, I guess I need to address that eventually. Let me skip that for now. If you're using OBS, no, this is not OBS. So on hardware streaming right now from the 8M Mini Pro. How are the Pearl Izumi shoes? They're sweet. They took a while to break in actually, but I really dig them now. But they're still super. Like, I almost don't need to tighten them down, tighten the boas, anything at all. I just basically close it, and if I tighten too much, yeah, they're super easy to over tighten, so to speak. But they sit on my foot really nice now. But it took a while to break them in. But especially indoor, I love road pedals indoor now. Let's see. Thanks. I have the Gravel King slicks now and wondering if the Renault tires feel that much better. Not the S, but the regular. I haven't ridden the non-extra light ones, so I can't really comment on that. So, but yeah, like I said, the extra light ones, they ride better, but it's not like suddenly you're riding a new bike or anything like that. If you're going for, well, in case of Gravel Kings in the same size. So yeah, I wouldn't say night and day, and I don't think it's actually worth the money here in Japan, at least, because Gravel Kings is the reason I go for those all the time, and I even bought the new SS ones just because I can get them so cheap. And I don't know if they are that cheap over in the States. I got a pair now for, how much would that be? Like 9,000 yen. How much can it be? 80 bucks for a pair. And Renaults are like 80 bucks for one tire. Well, extra light anyway. But sorry, I can't help you with the non-extra light. I haven't ridden those. But they look nice though. That's one of the main reasons I got another pair. They look so damn nice. If you had to choose 700 or 650B wheel for road and gravel riding, which would it be? If I only could choose one, I would do 700 by 38 or 40 for like a one wheel to rule them all. Not to rule them all, but to do it all. If I had two pairs, well, I have two pairs, I would have like the 700 now, the all road wheels, 35s on those, and those are pretty overkill. If I didn't have these, I would have a road set up with like 30 or 32, and then the 650B is, I think, 1.9 inch or was it 48 millimeter. It's pretty good for the kind of riding I do. It's all down to exactly what kind of roads you have and what kind of roads you ride. For me, it's like climbing slow uphill. That's the main kind of gravel I do. So I don't need any super like crazy like 2.1 inches or something like that. Then I rather try to go a bit lighter. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with you talking between yourselves as well. I think that, yeah, I think the 60V because it's plush. It's kind of, yeah. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It's all kind of down to what kind of style of riding you do. If you're just cruising all day long and have like 50-50 gravel, 650Bs could be the ticket as well, for sure. But yeah, when I see those tire videos, I say, this is the shit. It's kind of meaningless, in my opinion. Even though I will do some tire related videos, I will try to point out that it's all down to what kind of roads you ride. Okay. Hambini. All right, so we are how much? 130. Okay, so I'm pretty down. Where are we now? So I'm going down to the bottom. See if I missed something here. Hello from Norway. Yay. How's Norway with the whole situation now? Sweden is weird. Looking from afar, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Tokyo's getting scary though. All right, so shall we address the Ambini video though? Because I see there are a lot of angry people. Not angry people, but curious people and angry people. So I think I mentioned this in a previous live stream as well. I think the stuff he does is super important. If his stuff blows up, I think more bike companies, including Open, needs to step up their quality assurance. Is that QA, QC, quality check? And that goes for all brands, it seems. And regarding the Open he had, I think it's a damn shame that Open got past quality check. The difference in the bottom bracket shell it's not okay. However, Open themselves, as you can imagine, the little Hambini drones got all hot and bothered and started messaging me, and I think they pretty much bombarded Open as well. And from what I saw, Open's response, they hadn't got what do you call it, warranty request on that frame serial number. You could scan that QR code from the video if you wanted to. So they haven't got a request for that. I know it wasn't Hambini who who said that it was the store who sold it or something, from what he said. So anyway, because that was the main thing I was, apart from that frame got past the QC, that was the first, yeah, there's no excuses there. But when he said that they didn't respond, that was where I was kind of, really, because every time I've been in contact with them, they've been very keen to respond, and it's even Andy Kessler directly has responded to me a couple of times, and that was before I started doing well, no, that was not, no, I'm not gonna lie, that was, I was already on YouTube then, because I did the videos. I don't know, I didn't open my email with "I'm a YouTuber, look at me, I did a video on you, can you please do something about my crashed open." So he responded like a normal, like I was normal customer, I think, anyway. And from what I heard other people say, they haven't had any problems when it comes to communication. So I don't know what's the deal up with that. What's up with that deal? I still think it's a bummer that that frame got through QA for sure. No excuses there. But in terms of the customer support, yeah, I have my reserves. How accurate that statement was. In terms of my bike, that video didn't change anything on my bike. I still ride it, no issues at all. But I hope they take that video to heart and, like I said, step up the QA. Like, you shouldn't let that stuff go out the door, especially when you pay what is it, $3,000 for a frame. So I don't know if that answered, if that's qualified as a statement on Humbee's video. Like I said, I still think his videos are super important. His what do you call it? The way he presents, I know rubs some people wrong. I think that's also a reason why he has kind of blown up, which in the end I think it's a pretty good thing. The little Hambini drones though, they are fucking annoying. Let's see then. People like you're the open spokesperson. Yeah. So yeah, I got quite a lot of messages and comments, of course. And I'm not sponsored by Open. I bought my first Open full price, and no, actually, that's a lie. I got to buy it from the Japanese distributor for the US price. So in Japan they're actually even more expensive, but I got to buy it for the US price there. And then when I crashed this, I used the normal crash replacement that everyone has, which is 50% off a new frame directly from Open. But I'm not affiliated. I don't think if I find a frame that suits my needs better and it's not an Open, I will get that bike. So I'm not married to Open in any way. And another thing, like I said, I dig his videos, but he's also a big hater on Cannondale, and my old Cannondale is probably one of my favorite bikes ever. So even though I like his video and stuff, I don't always agree. Well, I don't disagree, because he shows like when your bottom bracket is way undersized or oversized or oval, there's nothing to argue against. That's the facts. But like saying that every frame that comes out of Open or Cannondale or even Tifosi is the same crap. Well, you can say that. Obviously, he does, but if you want to believe that, that's fine as well. Don't touch those brands. But Tifosi, for example, I think that's the brand Ed Leverett rides. He's the hill climb champion in the UK. Apparently, his bike works and hasn't exploded. And I mean, we can't ride time and look. No. Stop it. Time. Look. Jesus Christ. I'm kidding, of course. Fine bikes. I wouldn't just want to ride them. Okay. Let's see then. I built my Opel last year. My frame had a small defect near the dropout, so small most bike shop probably wouldn't have noticed. I sent the pics to Open and they sent the new frame before I returned first. There you go. Like I said, in my experience and from what I've read and heard from people that had similar bikes, the customer support is definitely not a problem with Open. And regarding that, was a carbon problem, he said, was a void in the dropped seat stay. I haven't seen a single open broken Open from that area. So I'm not saying that there wasn't a void there, well, apart from the actual void that should be there, but if it was unfortunate. But still, it's not like we're seeing a lot of Opens breaking at the seat stay, chain stay. Have you looked at the Rando? I only seen it online. How are the geometry? That's always my sticking point on those. The new gravel, all the new gravel bikes that comes out, going more longer and slacker, which is not really what I look for, since I want this bike to work for road, like one bike to do it all. Rondo is tough to get in a lot of places. Yeah, I don't know where you get them. Do they go consumer direct or something? I just bought a carbon stem from China and tried to remove the paintwork with nail polish removal. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Couldn't try with acetone now. So if there's clear coat on that stem, neither acetone or nail polish remover won't work. Then you need to do something else to get off that clear oh, brain fart. God damn it. Clear coat. That's the word. So what do you think the advantage of difference in geometry of the chain stays? If you talking about the dropped chainstay of the Open and every other gravel bike, it's just to increase the tire clearance and to keep it short and still have that tire clearance. So like what is it for? Is it for around 42? I think Open has 42, and I think 41 is like the smallest you can go according to Shimano for a disc brake bike, I want to say. Just get a little snappier and accelerating a bit better in my experience compared to my Mason Bokeh, which has a lot longer. I think it's 43.5. I could definitely feel a difference there. That bike was really nice on gravel for sure, really stable and like going like a train. But on the road wasn't that fun to ride. Can we check out your commuter bike? So I said I would never show this just for fun, but okay, let's do like this then. If you want to see the commuter bike, can I put this on screen? I have it here. Here it is. A Villiers steel single speed, not fixed because I can't ride fixed. All my knees and titanium legs can't handle that stuff. But still, yeah, I like it. It doesn't fit me good at all, and the chain line is weird, and there's a lot of problems with that. So, but still, it's a good bike. Can't complain. Have you tried the new Gravel King SS yet? A couple of rides in, very nice at 38. No, I haven't. I have only put it on one. I only put it on the rear wheel to see how easy it was to mount, and like I said, it was really simple. This is let's see. This is one I haven't put on yet. Well, since we have it there, we might as well weigh this stuff. I wonder if this is still, because I know one was a bit heavier than the other one. I don't remember which one I put on the wheel. Let's see, can you see this? There is two. So this is 537 grams. And these are spec'd at 540 grams. So the tire I put on the rear now was about 10 grams heavier than this. So 349 or something like that. So all in all, it's about almost spot on the spec'd weight. So that's good. So they are a few grams lighter than the SK ones. Actually, I have the SK one here. So as you can see, there's still plenty of life. That's my bad. I get crazy with tires. I just want to try new tires all the time. So even though I can still ride this for definitely one more season, yeah, fun to try new stuff. So the SK one is 566. So, well, what is that? 15 grams? 15 grams lighter per tire. Obviously the SKs has a bit more knobs and thread, but I think this will be kind of a perfect tire for the gravel here, which I will explain in the video when I do this, hopefully soon. The rainy season, I hope, will be over. I had finally a sunny day and a little taste of summer today with like 35 degrees. I wasn't really ready for that. Sorry if I'm skipping something here. So I have set the Gravel King SS32 on order from Open. I've been running the Bon John extra light, but the railer keeps going flat. So yeah, that was my issue as well. It kept going flat. And I think the last ride, when I finally gave up on that, the last ride I had to pump up the tire, I think 3 or 4 times during the ride. And I was like, no, I just can't handle this anymore. He should just make all the extra light tires like non-tubeless compatible. That would probably help a few bad reviews. Rides of Japan. Did you do bike fit? Any recommendations how to avoid major mistakes when choosing a new bike? Yeah, some people say bike fit first, bike second. Yeah, if you have no idea, it can't hurt to do a bike fit. But if you've ridden bikes a few years, it's a controversial opinion, but I don't think a bike fit is necessary. I think people just are afraid to try new positions. Well, not afraid, but it's so if you change something, usually one ride isn't enough to like evaluate if something improved or not, which is if you go to bike fitter, he will help you sort it out quicker. For me, if I can go to bike fitter and pay like $300, that's a pretty nice lightweight bike part I could do instead. So in my case, I would rather tweak my position, go out and ride and see how it feels. Yeah, but the longer you ride, the more you know what kind of works. But don't be afraid, even if you think you have the nicest, like, oh, I'm totally dialed now, I always try to fiddle a bit with my position, saddle or something like that, race stem, try it out, see what works. But I don't think a bike fit is that essential if you've ridden a bike before at least, like have a couple of seasons on the bike. But if you're totally new, a bike fit doesn't hurt for sure. Do you miss the 11 T or do you? I have 11. I don't know, what do you mean? Do you mean 10 maybe? Maybe, right? Because all my cassettes have 11 tooth. That's the smallest cog. I missed the 12 on the cassettes. I don't have that for sure. But yeah, the 11 I have. If you're talking about the 10, I don't really miss that much. I don't go that fast apparently. With all the cobblestones in Denmark, 23mm slicks and edgy steering is too much. 23mm. Oh, that was a long time ago since I had 23mm. I remember the first time going to 28, it felt so weird. So I went back to 25s before I realized that it was much better with 28s. Is there any other questions? No. Oh, we are on 1 hour, so I think it's time to end this. So it's 1:30 in the morning here. It's time for me to go to sleep. I feel you have a sponsorship with Panaracer at this point. You should have, yeah. I kind of realized that now. I don't want any sponsorship because I want to try so much stuff, and I'd rather just buy that. And since this YouTube channel started to tick along a bit now, I can take, because this is not my work. I don't do this to pay rent or anything. So the little revenue I get from the YouTube stuff, I can just put into bike parts and stuff for the channel, which is pretty nice. So I don't really want any sponsorship. I as weird as that might sound. But if I was sponsored by Panarizer, for example, if a super sweet tire came out and I couldn't get that, they would annoy me like crazy. So that's why I don't. Well, no, that's not why I'm not. Of course, I haven't been offered either, but and I keep making nice videos about those, so I don't think they would. It would make sense for them to offer free stuff anyway. All right, so yeah, damn, time flies when you have fun. So we managed at least to quiet it down a bit, and that's even if you don't want to quiet down that hub, that's still how you kind of clean up and just keep everything nice and clean, even if you don't care about that sound. So hope someone got something out of that, and we'll see if we can do another live stream eventually. I will try to not do them too often because I'm bad at them, but from time to time it's fun when I don't have a lot of videos lined up. Hopefully this rainy season's over so I can get out and ride some more and do more videos about those tires, for example. So that's it for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in, always appreciated, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.